What's up, guys? Here we are with my 2019 M4. I'm going to be doing the Andream MMI retrofit kit. So with anything with working with these cars, basically just gotta pop this out real quick. Gives us nice, easy access to the battery. Just gotta undo that negative terminal right there. Nice and easy. Get that off, cover the terminal, make sure it doesn't get any connection while we're working on it in there. Now let's head into the car. Alright. So, first things first, get our trim tool. This one might be it. Nice, and that pops out real easy. Just gotta find a good spot for that. So right here we're gonna have two connectors. That just connects to this LED bulb that's in there. Slide that right out. We can put this off back here for now. Alright, so now we see got two of these screws visible now. So next thing is just getting off this trim piece that goes down along here and up around here. That's still gonna be using the same trim tool piece. So you wanna start out at the edge, might be a little bit easier. Just wanna work your way down. Being careful not to break it over here. A nice pop out of that one. Nice good stuff. Now we just wanna work around this area over here. Sometimes if you rotate a little on the trim tool, it helps a little bit with getting parts off. Alright, now if you could see up over here, we got two plugs. Just connect straight into the hazards and this unlock control. So we just disconnect this one. Just like that. Good stuff, you know. Always nice when you slam it into the dash, but you know, that's cars. That's pain. Oh, actually, you know, that one wasn't too bad. Alright, so just gonna pull that out, route that out from through the bottom. Careful to pay attention to how all this connects, because make your life much easier. So we're gonna put this back here, make sure we don't destroy this carbon fiber, hopefully. Next, we're gonna be moving this panel right here. So that is gonna be to T25 Torx bits, I believe. T20, sorry. Just gonna slap that on good old trusty Milwaukee ratchet. Make sure it works. Alright, so now in theory, this should just pull right out. Beautiful. And then we got another one of these connectors over here. Okay, so here we are 20 minutes later. This thing's still not coming off. So we're just gonna go to plan B, place this over here, and ta-da, don't have to deal with it anymore. How about that? Alright, so let's continue with this install. So we got two more Torx screws right in there. It's possible I may need an extension. We got our extension here. This out of here. Pull straight out. Nice. And then I can just grab this microfiber.
I'm gonna put this in.
Yeah, you could throw that into whatever that is. Now we should be able to pull this out. Yes, just like that. We got a connector on the back of this. Alright, now you got this out. You can see how that connected into there. Then we had this clip on this side, the top part into there. So pull this cable down, because this is gonna be going into our MMI box from Andream that we got. Just gotta keep running it down here. Nice. Okay. Next step, gonna be disconnecting this main CAN connector over here.
No way. BMW still have CD ports.
Nice. Just like that. Okay, so once we got that pried up a little bit, we're just gonna keep pulling it. And it should flick the whole thing straight out, basically. So I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this, but there is a clip over here that we have to pull towards us. All right, and that pops out like that. Okay, so now I can transfer this over. Again, it's gonna go into the bottom right one. I wanna make sure the cable that has the cable protector on is one that's at the bottom. That should click into place once you get it in. Just like that. And there we go. We have our optical cables transferred over. And when you're handling them, just make sure you don't bend them because optical cables use light. If light refracts, it doesn't work as good, you know? So, just gonna make sure this is lined up properly. And this is going to connect. Oh, you see, that feels right. And then we're connected with no looseness at all. See, it's kind of like a straight line over here, and that's what you want. So it requires a good amount of force. We just gotta. There we go. All right, so this is what we get. On this version, I have the dip switches set with 1, 2, 3, 4 all on, just because the recommended dip switch options from Andream, they send over a PDF for instructions and all that pretty quickly. So if you send that over, they'll get that. But if not, here's a quick graphic of their toggle switches. All right, now here we go. So we got CAN power, antenna, USB camera, LVDS out, and LVDS in. So the LVDS in is what's going to come from this, and it's going to go into here. Then from here, it's going to go into the screen through the LVDS out. So on that cable that we said we are going to route the bottom, right here, we got that. So we're just going to slide this into there. It would be smart to run this other cable. That's got to go up. All right, so you see how there's a right angle on here? This right angle, this is going to have to go into the top of the head unit, and it has to be the right angle, otherwise it's not going to sit properly. So we're just going to run this up through here. Essentially the same way you got it down. Okay, so we got our LVDS cable up there, and then we're just gonna run this along the right side. So that way it's not interfering too much with anything else. So we are back. So normally you should be able to take out the glove box. I faced an issue where I couldn't get the bolt off, but usually if you're able to do that, then you could just reach through here, then pull the wiring harness down to that corner. But I couldn't do that, so what I did, just took one of these wire coat hangers, stuck it up through here, and then pulled the harness essentially to that bottom right corner. And now we've got it in, and we should be good. So
after like 30 minutes.
Yeah, but
struggle.
If you don't want to do the whole taking that out, this might be a viable option. There we take our LVDS out cable, and then again, this is the one that we ran to the top up there. So again, this one clicks on in. Alright, so this is us from the future because I forgot to plug in the Wi-Fi antenna. But here we are. So this is essential if you want your wireless functions or any of that. So essentially, we want this to be somewhere that it's not going to be touching metal.
I was gonna say maybe you should leave half of it on.
I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing in the way for us. Connect to the antenna port on this MMI box. Rotate that as needed. Slide that in, and that is all set. So normally, well, on anything that's model year 17 and below, you'll have an aux port here along with this USB port. But on the model year
18 and above.
18 and up, you got to have this box right here. This is the USB aux. So this is just going to run into here. This USB port right here. And then this we just have to run all the way to here. Alright, and then let's get this cable out. It's going to be a USB cable that's going to give us access to MMI if we need it. You can do any software upgrades, any of that stuff. Alright, get this USB camera in here. Or whatever it's called. USB camera / USB cable. Okay. Alright, now this thing can be slid into here some way. Let's do that. If you do happen to have space here, must be nice.
I'm jealous.
I'm just gonna connect this same way we got it disconnected originally. Alright, I'm just gonna slide this back in. So those clips right there, I just gotta try to slide that in. So I'm gonna put these screws back in for the head unit itself. Just gonna get the two in for the screen. I did change one of the toggle switches because this is the 8.8 inch screen and not the 10-inch screen. So just do it there. It should just slide on again. So I'm gonna have to thread it in by hand. Alright, so we're gonna get this top trim piece back in. This is gonna wire up straight through here.
So there's one little ledge here, and these ones that come out go to the bottom like that, or go to the left.
Now we're gonna get this last connector in. Okay, now we're just gonna slide this back in. Work from the center outwards. Try to keep an even pressure so you don't break or crack anything. It takes a little bit of force to do it. Just like that. And that is just gonna slide into here. USB cable, we're gonna try to squeeze a little bit more into here. What I'm gonna do with this is I'm just gonna slide it into here.
And that's the aux.
I got that routed through, so I'm just gonna pull it all the way through. So that's gonna give us plenty of slack. It's tucked in along the trans tunnel. Should pop this up. In theory, we should be able to route this in through there. Right, so I stuck the coat hanger into there. Got it done there. It's gonna basically attach this aux cable to that coat hanger, then we'll pull it through. So I ended up just feeding it up with my hand. We got this into here. This box, it's possible we might be able to fit it into there also. We just plug that into there so we conserve a little space. gonna slap this piece back on. Just could push some of these cables back in. Just gonna go in the same way you took it off. Just gonna try to slide this. Alright, I just got this USB cable here, which is all good. You could push that in as needed or leave it out. That's about how much I want. Now, just gonna reconnect the battery, make sure everything works, and then see how it goes.
This is neutral, bro.
Gonna start it up, see how it goes. Okay, so we got a working screen, that's good. Go to our notifications real quick. This is all good. Alright. Now to activate the Android Auto/CarPlay thing, just gotta hit the menu button for a few seconds. And then we got right into the display.